Hey, happy Thursday, everybody. Try to stay cool. It's gotten warmer here again, so the rains have left up, but we're not quite as warm as we was. So I see Jeff's been on here a little bit. Good morning, Jeff. How you doing? Hey, Google. Good morning.
Good morning, Lucky Dog. It is 7:59 a.m. Right now in DeLand it's 77 and sunny. Today, there will be scattered thunderstorms with a forecasted high of 93 and a low of 75. Have a wonderful day.
Well, the weatherman said that our thunderstorms was going to be a little bit less than they have been, which we've had a lot of rain this summer. You know, it's sunny all day and then it gets raining in the afternoon, so it's just been a wet summer, you know. But that's typical. This is our rainy season. Good thing is that the hurricane predictions, they've lowered it, and it's been very quiet out in the tropics, so maybe we'll luck out and have a less hurricanes this year. I think they said it's what, an El Nino season, I guess. El Nino, which might mean we'll have a warmer winter, because last winter was cold. It was like, I mean, we had down like in the 30s a couple mornings there last winter. Well, there was like 27 there. On there's Jeff. I like his little hand thing signals and his little emojis. Emojis are fun, you know. I did. Sue put one up. She likes the Bee Gees. Sue put one up with some BG, and I put it was actually Stephen Hawking in a, what do you call those suits? Loser suit, doing the, you know, dancing around on it. So that was kind of, there I go. Can you hear I did this once before. Got the dogs all gone. What happens? I did this. All right, dogs, quiet. I did this when we were up in Ohio. Abby's going to bark a while till she gets it out of her system. I did this up in Ohio. We were getting up early. All right, quiet. We were getting up early. You see how my alarm system works? It's excitement, you know. I have the key fob in my pocket, and I get it. I bump it, you know, and it goes off. I'm getting a glare on my camera here. Does that come through in the glare on yours?
I don't see the glare.
Oh, okay. Well, it looks like it's what it is. This window over on this side is coming in and making a glare. So anyway, so I did that in a motel. At 1 o'clock in the morning, I woke everybody up in the motel with my beep 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 beep.
He rolled over on a key.
Stupid things.
It was hysterical. And then like 5 people came running out in their key fob thinking it was them.
Also, what the dumb thing does, I hit it and I go out there and the trunk is open. It leaves the trunk open, and you know, they're nice, but they can be a pain in the butt too. 1 a.m. Yeah, I'll make you guys get up early
during a thunderstorm.
During a thunderstorm, and then after I quieted that down, we were getting ready to leave. We had to leave about 1 o'clock to go to the airport, and I was loading stuff then, and I was coming in, and all of a sudden, beep, beep. Well, another truck went off. Sue blamed me. I go, that wasn't me. This truck's gone off now.
Idiot.
You know, so what we did is we loaded them, got the hell out of there before they kicked us out. That was fun. Well, shit happens, you know. That's just, you know, I'm probably one of those idiots. I'm an idiot, you know. They're everywhere, so you can classify me in the idiot category. So I sometimes fit that profile as being an idiot, you know. So
how we missed that sign.
What's that? Oh, the idiot? Yeah, the idiot sign. It's like, I haven't seen the idiot sign for quite a while. Idiots are everywhere. You know, is that, who is that? Buzz Lightyear and Tim Allen? So it is. So I thought that was kind of fun. So, I've been popping these live streams up just randomly, and that was, and I know not everybody sees them right away, but it's kind of nice. It gave me a freedom. When I was doing these every day, it's just like I had this burden every day. I had to do this, and it was much more enjoyable that I don't have to have that hanging over me. And it's like yesterday morning I could have done one, but you know, I decided to fly my drone. So I got in the morning just at daybreak and flew the drone. Didn't have to worry about that. And so this morning I got up and said, oh, I think I'll do a live stream, And so I cut them back. Maybe, what's that?
You slept in a bit more today.
Well, I did. Well, you know why I've been in later? I've had some sort of a virus or allergy that crappy. So I take a Benadryl when I go to bed at night. And I sleep good, but I don't get up so early on it. That's the way to keep me down, is give me a Benadryl on it. So, yeah, I don't know what, it's just kind of hanging there. It's not really a cold or nothing. It's just like I don't know, it's allergy. Yeah, pain in the ass. I hate now. And then another thing, I get allergies, like neighbor behind us decided he had a bunch of junk he was going to burn. Oh, man, that stinking smoke just drives me nuts. Red tide. Okay, well, yeah, they said we've had some red tide. I haven't kept up close, but there's some areas here in Florida that was having some red tide, and there was some fish kill coming up on it. Let's just look at that. Yeah, I'm playing with a new thing here, so let's see how this works out here. I should be able to go. And see if did the audio come back now on it. Oh, Ron's on there. Good morning, Ron. So do we have audio now?
Not yet.
Oh, I don't have no audio? Oh, that's weird.
There it is.
Oh, it came back. When I flip over, I'm not sure how this works out. The screen that the audio, it's back. There's this transition screen where I can make and go to the web and show what I'm talking about on the web. So basically, from what it sounds like, the audio won't work. I think I can set that up. I can fix that. I have to. I can fix that. Give me a second. Sue, talk among yourselves. Well, it's going to take me a minute to fix that.
That's
so,
all right,
all right, we'll do it next time on it. So, yeah, good morning, Ron. How you doing this morning? We thought we'd pop on here and, let's do a morning chat. So, just see what was going on. We've been talking with, I don't know if you probably heard a picture of him. This is Robert Morales. Traveling with Robert. He has a really good web page, not a web page, but a YouTube channel, and he travels all over the place. I'm gonna switch screens again for a second, so you might lose my voice, but I'll show you his website, and you might check him out. Let's flip that. I just told you would. So anyways, you lost my audio probably again for a second. It should be back now. I can fix that, but it's going to take me a minute, so I'm not going to do it today. So anyways, that's Robert. We're going to do a meetup with Traveling Robert over here on September 1st at Daytona Brewery. And just anybody around wants to meet Robert, you can meet. We're going to have a couple. He loves IPAs. And he got a nice channel there. So anyways, anyone in Daytona area wants to join us, that's September 1st, 2 p.m. after 2 p.m. He's traveling up from Miami, and he is heading up on his East Coast swing, going up to Maine. But his first stop will be here at Daytona, and he'll probably either boondock there at the Daytona in the parking lot there at the brewery, or he'll go to a campground, or possibly come over and boondock in our driveway, and he can plug in and have his AC running, because September 1st it's still hot, you know. So anyway, that's what's coming up on it. So he's going to do his travel. He's doing videos right now on Finland, and he went up to, what is it, the Arctic Circle, and the one I watched yesterday, it's very rainy and cloudy up there, and I posted on there, it's like, is it like that all the time? And one guy said he used to live up there, and said, yeah, pretty much all the time it's rainy and stuff like that. So that's so anyway, so that's what's coming up on it. And I'll put a chat up there, Sue. I think my chat bottomed out. Can I see them or not?
What's that?
Put a chat on there once. There it is. Okay. All right. It pops in. I didn't know it was clear to the bottom of the page, and if it was, I wouldn't be able to see them. So yeah, September 1st, 2 p.m. We're doing that. So anyways, hey, what's your favorite season? You know, what's the best time of year? You know, we've got spring and summer, fall and winter, and you know, I think that can depend on where you live. I mean, I like in Florida, I pretty much like all seasons.
Spring in Florida.
Spring and winter and fall is the best. It just really, I like winter. As long as we don't get those cold snaps, I like. Jeff said he likes the fall. You know,
Fall in Ohio.
In Ohio, I used to like spring, because I was so tired of that crappy, cloudy, snowy, cold weather.
Spring, summer, and fall.
Spring, summer, and fall in Ohio. But Florida, I pretty much like all seasons. I favor the winter time. And basically, it seems like we have two seasons. We have winter and summer. It'll slowly cool down, and it'll be beautiful for 8 months, basically. We have about 4 months of hot weather. And so then that's my favorite time, you know. So Ron says, a guy at the field yesterday wrecked his plane after 3 flights. It took him 10 years to build and cost, how much is that? $10,000. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I know some of these guys at our field get these huge, giant scale planes, you know. And, you know, most of the guys don't build them out there. They buy them, and they're $3,000-$4,000 they put in one, and once in a while they do these, you know, acrobatics and crap, you know, and once in a while something happens and one goes down. The thing is with radio control, servos can fail, you can get a radio glitch. There's a lot of things can happen to cause you to crash. Sometimes it's not even a pilot error, you know, it's a electronic error, you know. And Sue says about $3,000 per flight. Yeah, imagine that, $3,000 per flight.
That's more than our plane tickets.
Yeah, I think I get a lot of money in some of the stuff I got, and I've been playing with my Mavic Air. I've been flying with the goggles. Man, these goggles are so awesome. I'm very cautious when I fly things and that, because it costs too much, you know. But the thing I've been trying to test out with my goggles, the rudder fell off. I had that happen. I've been testing out the return to home with my goggles. I know it works fine when I use the phone, but when I plug the goggles in, it doesn't use the phone. It uses just the goggles to see and stuff. And I want to do out the field and do a test return to home. I can't do it at home. I got too much junk here to test it out. So, but yeah, talk about rudder fell off. I had built a plane right here before I moved to Florida, like 20 years ago. This huge plane, I designed it myself and built it out of 1/4-inch Luan plywood. The thing was so big, I had a pickup truck, and I'd put it in the back of the pickup truck, and it hung over the back of the truck. How big it was. It had like a 120-inch wingspan, had a gasoline motor on it, and I finished it after I moved down to Florida. And I was having trouble with the balance, that CG of it, and it was very tail heavy, and I kept adding more and more and more weight to the front. Well, you put what they call struts on your tail, up from your elevator to your rudder to hold them steady. Well, I was having so much trouble getting it balanced. It was tail heavy. I took those struts off and thought, well, maybe it'd be okay, and got the balance. And I took off great. Floated right up, went around, did like one circle around it, and it was flying good. So I started applying a little power, and all of a sudden, I don't know if you've ever heard what you get, flutter. Flutter is when your surfaces start doing this, and it did that and blew the tail right off, and down it went. It was going to fly good, but by taking those struts off between the elevator and the rudder, it allowed the flutter to happen and destroyed the plane. So as it goes, shit happens. You know? So that's my tail story. That one I didn't have that much money in it. It was really not a lot, because a lot of time. What I had done, I had a smaller plane. I liked the way it flied, and I wanted to make a giant scale. Took the plans and I blew them up and built a giant scale of a small one. It was a Sig something extra. Great little plane it was, you know. So that was my big story on it. So anyways, so hey, remember as a kids being a badass smoking candy cigarettes? Remember that in the old days, you know? You thought you was cool, you know? They were kind of good, you know, you could eat them on it. But I remember getting that candy cigarettes on it. You thought you was a badass, you know? Oh, Ron said that happened to a guy yesterday too. So any of you guys ever eat candy cigarettes? You know, that was, you know, that was cool. You know, you thought, hey man, I'm cool smoking. You know, smoking's not cool. You know, I don't know how many friends I've had that has passed away because of smoking, and their voice they start talking like this because the cigarettes got their voice all screwed up. You know, and there's absolutely no benefit in smoking, none whatsoever. Plus, you're killing other people doing it at the same time. So anyway, there's my rant on smoking today. Yeah, like Jeff says, tell how you really feel, Bob.
How do you feel,
How do you really feel, Bob? Well, I tend to tell you how I feel on about every subject. I go, how do you feel about that? Well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you how you feel. Hey, today I'm going to make some smoked bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers. So that's on the agenda for today. And what is it? Sophie Morning. I can't see that one well. Who is that? Sophie? Oh, good morning, Sophie. Good morning.
Sophie.
Yeah, that's a new one. Welcome to the chat. My little chat window here is small, and I think that good, and I had to look real close. I go, oh, Sophie. Well, glad you joined us there. Whereabouts are you from? We're from all over the place. We've got Jeff's on here this morning, but he's from Tennessee, and Ron's from Myrtle Beach. We're from Daytona Beach. And so we're all over the place, but welcome to the chat. We love to see new people come on, and a little about what we do. We just come on here and chat about anything you want. In Australia, well, welcome, mate. I like to say, good day, mate, from down under. That's cool. And it's so cool when you get in the chat people from clear down underneath the world, you know? That's so awesome. So
You're 14. Are you 14 hours ahead of us, Sophie? 14 or 15? It's 8:15 here now.
Yeah, something like that. Well, glad you found us, and if you're not a subscriber, I invite you to hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell, and you'll know I'll do a chat. I used to do them every morning, but I got where I just do them randomly, maybe a couple times a week, once a week, you know, on it. So this happened. We did one Monday. It's 10:30 p.m. or 10:18 p.m. here now, so it's quite a different time frame from what we are here. You know, we're at what 8? I can't see the clock. 18 in there. So, well, anyways, welcome aboard, Sophie. I was going on about Ron says got to go and get groceries. Goodbye. Okay, Ron, get something good to eat. So, oh, Sydney, cool, Sydney, Australia. So yeah, Ron, glad you stopped by. Glad you caught me. Enjoy your day. So, Ron's gonna take off and get groceries. You know, we do the new grocery thing. We get ours at Walmart. We order it online. They have it all ready. We go pick them up. They put them in a car, and we come home and put them away. So we don't have to walk through the store. So that's our new grocery procedure, and it's like we're liking it a lot, really. Once in a while, you get a little something you're not quite want. You know, what I've noticed this last time they did to us, they substitute some low fat, low carb, and I don't buy that stuff because it's low taste. and so
Big
they've
bacon.
done, and
You want bacon.
got bacon, yeah. So yeah, I don't buy low nothing, you know, because then what I do, I have to keep adding seasonings to bring the taste up to it. It's like, no, I want full flavor, you know. I don't. There, I know I'm fat and I don't care. How's the weather? Well, the weather here in Daytona today, right now, it's sunny out. Hey Google, what's the temperature?
In DeLand, it's currently 78.
It's 78 degrees this morning at, a little after 8 o'clock in the morning. Today's high is going to be somewhere around 90, 91. We hit here in Daytona. We have our afternoon thunderstorms about every day this time of year in the summer, and it'll be rain. It says reconnecting. I think we should be back on now. Anyways, so it'll cool it down, you know, maybe get up to 91 for an hour or so, and then the storms come through. It'll go down to 70s, and they'll go through, and it'll get nice and sunny again. So that's kind of the way Florida weather is. So how's the weather in Australia, over in Sydney there? I always thought that would be one of the places that would be fun to visit. I'm not a huge traveler, and not a lot of places that impresses me, but Australia is one that I've had on my mind. It's like, well, that would be nice to go to Australia. Yeah, the flight would be horrible,
Yeah.
you know.
I think they're in winter now. They're opposite us.
They might be, yeah, they might be. Of course, our winters are nice, you know. It's okay, a bit cold. So yeah, they're in their winter months, or we're in our summer months right now. So yeah, winter's pretty cool. Hey, you know, another thing when I
Get
say,
snow, Sophie?
yeah, so you want to know if you get snow, and so another thing when I tell the truth here, if anybody's heard me talk a lot there about driving, so when people are getting to do like tomatoes, says I changed my car horn to sound like gunshots, so people move out of my way much faster now. So hey, you're not shooting them, all you're doing is making sounds.
It's just backfire.
Boom, 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 boom.
Just
You
tell
know,
us backfire.
look out, here I come, Tomater. I like Tomater. He's one of my favorite characters in the Cars movies, and I don't watch many movies. That was one movie I thought was pretty cool. Cars, and old Tomater on it. It's like, I'm coming through. Look out, baby. I need to do something when they're on my tail. Tailgate you? I hate tailgaters. I'm gonna come up with this smelly, stinky smell that I can release when they're on me, and then release that, or better yet, get in the camper and my black water tank. I can pull the thing and let the black water tank come out on them. That would be a fun thing to do. So that'd be cool. Oh, Sophie said my kids love the snow. And it's like, loves the show? No, I think she means snow.
Love that show.
Oh, loves that show. See, it's like
So,
Cars. Yeah, that's a cool one. Yeah, that's one of my favorite cartoons. Is Cars. That was a cool show, you know. And I've watched all of them. And the last one was good. The one wasn't as good. The second one wasn't as good. The first one was real good. The second one wasn't as good. And the last one was pretty good. So I don't know if they'll have a Cars 4 or not. You know. I like Tammy's still bearing idea. Yeah, Tammy came up with that. Throw a still bearing when somebody's tailgating you. You have these little ball bearings. You just pop them out the window, knock out their windshields. You know, it's like, well, get off of me. You know. Sue wouldn't know you're a Bee Gees fan. I am.
Australia,
I just.
They lived in Australia.
Oh, is that where the Bee Gees lived?
They were born in England, but they were raised in Australia.
And they was raised in Australia. Who's that one movie that guy did that had the knife? He was like, that's a knife, mate, you know?
That had what?
Oh, what was that? Crocodile Dundee?
Crocodile Dundee.
That's a knife.
That's
He
not
goes,
a knife.
that's not a knife, that's a knife. He had this great big knife, you know? He had his Australian accent, you know? So
Yeah.
that's was pretty cool. Yeah, it was a pretty good movie. I like that. So, anyways, that's... we see how we...
Sydney's pretty urban, so it's a big city where she's at.
yeah, it's got that big... I think of that big... What is that
Opera
little
house.
opera house there?
Opera house.
Was that Sydney Harbor is where that's at?
Yeah, beautiful. I would love to see it.
Yeah, that's just such a long ways to go. It'd be cool
It's a
to see
long
it.
way to go.
Yeah, it's like we flew to Ohio, which is 1,000 miles from here last week, and way too much flying. I don't care. It's not that long, but I don't like to travel. It's just my favorite place is Daytona Beach. You know, I like Key
That's where
West.
we
You know, so yeah, I like where we live. So anyways, back to some of our sayings. I don't know, a lot of you guys weren't raised on the farm. You remember salt blocks? I don't know if you weren't a farm kid.
I knew what it was.
You know, and we used to do this. You go out and lick the salt blocks, but you know, it was kind of weird. The cows lick it. And we got there and licked the salt blocks like, you know, a cow just licked that salt block.
Kissing a cow.
You're kissing a cow, you know. You guys see the mass overdose in Connecticut yesterday. The mass overdose. No, I didn't see that.
Missed that.
Was it
Tell us about it.
overdose of what? You know, was it a drug overdose or? I missed that one, and that was in Connecticut. So
Well,
no.
check the news.
I have to check news on that one. A mass overdose. There's, you know, a lot of people out there taking drugs for a lot of different things. It's like, I don't know, that's craziness. They get killed. Tammy's here. Look at Tammy. I'm so frustrated I couldn't get the internet all this morning. Hey, you know that happens. It's like something's like it don't work right. You know, oh, synthetic marijuana. You know, that's the thing. Well, good morning, Tammy. Glad you got it going. Yeah, the synthetic marijuana. I've heard some horror stories about that. You know,
A group took it? A group? Several? How many?
well, it looks
a
like
bunch took it?
looks like a mass would be. That'd be a bunch of people. But you know, marijuana has a lot of good properties. To you know, as you get older, you get pains and stuff, and it gets you out of your pain for a while. But they to get that stuff, unless you're grown it or know exactly what you got, you could get in some junk. And I've heard this, you know, it has like 70 people transported. Wow, that's ridiculous. And that's the scary danger part of that stuff, you know. That's why we just stay away from
That's
it.
too bad.
You know?
Yeah, we're getting the news on the coffee chat.
Getting the news, the morning news.
We are news.
Everything you need to know happens right here on the Lucky Dog Morning Coffee Chat. You don't need to even turn the TV on because you get it all right here. Anything you need to know, I will tell you. How you need to think about something, I'll tell you how to think about it.
Okay, Reverend Jim.
Reverend Bob.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid. You know? No, we're not a cult. We're not a cult channel. You can believe whatever you want and have whatever opinions you want. That's one thing we strive in. It's like if you have an opinion, whether anyone else agrees with it, it's your opinion. You're entitled to it. You know, and everybody knows I've got a lot of opinions.
Even if you're wrong, right?
Even if you're wrong, you're entitled to it. You know. I said, if you've watched this channel for a while, you know I have a lot of opinions, but they're just mine. You know? So I'm glad to see Tammy got her computer up running again this morning. You know.
We have a new person on, Tammy. Her name
Yeah.
is Sophie. She's from Australia.
Yeah, welcome, Sophie. I hope Sophie shows up on a regular basis. You know, and said again, let's say if you're not, hit that little bell on your thing, and that'll notify you. Say, hey, Lucky Dog's gone live this morning. You know, and you know, I just do it randomly. I used to do it every day, but it was such a burden trying to come every day. So now I really enjoy it more by just popping it on and do it. And you know, we got a nice bunch of people here. We got Jeff and Tammy, and usually Denny, that's Sue's brother, comes on. My brother Ron comes on, and there's me and Sue, and there's several other. We had a Jeff from the United Kingdom, from the UK. He came on the last time, and he has a channel. He does some Disney stuff. He comes over here around the Orlando area.
Theme Park Jeff or something.
Theme Park Jeff, and
Something like that.
so he comes on, and I was experimenting today with where I can show you some live things, and it works, but I didn't set up the sound on it, and I'll set that up the next time, because what happens is when I flip over and show you a web page, my sound goes away. But what I have...
You're blurry to me for some reason. You're clear on yours, but you're blurry to me.
I'm blurry to you? Well, I don't know.
I'll have to ask anybody else. Is anyone else blurry?
Do I look blurry? It's like, well, I notice I'm getting the sun is coming into the side there, and I'm getting some reflection off the side there. See, I can move the camera around here. Let's go this way once and see if that. See, I have to sit over this way though, and
There, just ask the question.
There.
Did Bob look blurry to anyone else?
see on
I'm not hung over, Tammy, today.
on this side, the window has got a reflection coming in.
Even the words are blurry. That's funny. Even your chat words are blurry.
Oh, mine don't. I don't. Must be
Well, I
you.
know yours are clear. That's why.
You got your glasses on?
I do.
Try putting your glasses on. Oh, Sophie said that's better. Yeah, I noticed the window here, I'm getting a glare coming in. And see, the season's changing, and no, just very bright.
So
okay.
You do have glare.
I do have a glare.
Put your hand up.
Put my hand up.
It's a sunshade blocker. Here.
Yeah.
On this side. It's this side.
I think I can change that. Let's see something once here. Properties.
I'm going to go off and then come back on. Okay?
Yeah, you can try that. Resolution, I'm not going to change it right now, but I was going to try to adjust the thing. Yeah, as the seasons change, the sun comes into the window here, and I've noticed on this side of my face, you're getting brightness coming in, but we'll work on that. I try to keep my quality the best I can. You know, it's fine, really. See, it was Sue on, and you know this happens a lot. A lot of times, somebody will tell me something's not working or this isn't working, and a lot of times it's not on my end, it's on the other end. Your computer's doing something weird, you ain't got something quite set right. And Denny told us one day, he goes, "You're black and white, why are you in black and white?" And I go, "I shouldn't be black and white." And ended up it was Denny's computer that was causing it. So sometimes when you get things, it's not on my end, but then I have to try to fix it, and I go, "There's nothing wrong with it." So anyway, so I hope it's better right now on it. So what else is I have up here? Remember this. Oh, remember, you know what that is? Does everybody know what that is? Leave your comment down below. What is that? I know what it is. Sue knows what it is?
Oh, it just now came up. Oh yeah.
Sue knows what it
Never
is?
used
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So don't
Okay,
say what it is. Everybody say what it is. Do you know what that is?
When I wrecked my car, my knee ran into that.
Oh, and hit it.
I was swatting a mosquito and reached down and swat the mosquito.
There you go. Jeff got it. It's a cigar lighter. Yeah.
And I
cigarette
drifted
lighter.
into the park lane and hit a parked truck.
Well, unfortunately, I did use one of those when I was younger and stupid, because I smoked for a short time. Yep, it's a lighter. But you know, cars don't come with those anymore. Yay, that's a good thing. But you know, now we use the plug. Yeah, you push it in. When it gets hot, it pops out, and it's hot, and you light your cigarette. You know, and you put one more nail in your coffin. So, but yeah, Sue said she never said. I did. I smoked when I was younger. Ron smoked a lot, and he had heart problems with his heart. He's had triple bypass. He's had bypass twice.
There were 6 kids in my family, and only 2 of them smoked. So
yeah.
That's pretty good odds, don't you think?
Yeah, that's pretty good odds, but they shouldn't smoke. Yeah, like Jeff said, cars don't even have an ashtray in them anymore.
Or a wing window to flick
yeah, remember
out.
the wing windows that you could open that wing window? I don't know if that's what that was for or not, but you could take those wing windows and open them out, and you could direct air back on yourself and that. But the newer vehicles don't have those winged windows on them anymore, and they were kind of handy, you know. Or any metal. Yeah, I know, everything's plastic, you know. I was watching this show yesterday. This guy's taking a van and building it out, very nicely, and he was taking the plastic molding off, and he was insulating above the cab. And it's like, anything you do, you have to be careful. And because they'll break those plastic pieces off, and you can't get them back on. So yeah, everything's plastic anymore, you know. So he says the only old school cars have them. Yep, all the old cars have them. You know, I don't know what year they quit putting those into the cars, but they no longer have them anymore. Tammy said, "I missed everything again. I'm back on. I don't know what's going on." Hi, Sophie.
Sophie's from Australia, Tammy.
Yeah, so we're worldwide this one.
This is a worldwide web.
Yeah, the worldwide coffee chat.
Worldwide Bob.
Yeah, well, it's coffee chat. Lucky
Dog.
Dog. So Jeff says, "Oh, thanks. I just put something on it." She says, "Hi, Jeff. Your comment." Reply. Okay.
I said I subscribed to his channel and Sophie's too.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm subscribed to. I
Both
think.
of them,
Yeah, I believe so.
Jeff.
Yeah, I have to look. I have to make sure I'm subscribed to them. So I got a lot of subscriptions.
Yeah,
and,
if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Bob's trying to build his channel there, Lucky Dog.
Now, see, talk about, I can't remember if I hope we're not finished yet. No, we're going a little bit yet. We'll go for a while. We only been.
We waited for you, Tammy. We're just getting started.
We're just getting started. So it's you talk about can't remember. Here's the Forgetters Club. Hi, my name is Bill, and I'm forgetful. And everyone goes, hi, Carl. That's me. You know, that's like when I type something. I don't like to type because we're going to go with a school lesson this morning. School, they rate technical difficulties. We're experiencing technical difficulties in school. School just started here this whole week and last Friday here in Florida. And Tammy says blurry, yes, and yes, technical difficulties. So, technical can drive you nuts. So anyway, school started here this week, and in school they rate how you do by a test. You know, the teacher will stand up there and tell you all this stuff, and you're supposed to remember it, and then she'll give you a test, and the test will rate what kind of grade you're going to get. Now, you're going to get either A, B, C, D, E, or F. And no, you don't get an E, do you? No, you don't get an E. Why did they skip E? Why don't you get an E? What the hell happened to E? They skipped E.
Well, that's a fail. They took the last part of the E off and made it to an F.
Oh, yeah. Tammy's in the CRS club. Can't remember shit club. I've been a member of that for years. So anyway, and that's what we're back to, too. Can't remember shit. So you're sitting in school as a kid, you know, and I didn't get that good at grades. Why? Because my memory's not that good. I can't spell. Why? In order to spell, you have to have a good memory. You have to memorize how they do that. Oh, Tammy or Sophie said I would love to stay, but I gotta go. Be back again tomorrow. Have a great. Well, I don't know if we'll be on tomorrow, but you know, check with you, hit your bell, and we're a couple times a week we're doing the chat, you know. But so good, so glad that you came aboard, and see you on the next one there. Anytime that you miss it, if you, the live chats will be on later on, and you can see them. They're no longer live. But I'm so glad to see Sophie come aboard, and hope to see you again. So back to the testing thing. So what testing is in school, it's a test of your memory. Now, if you have a bad memory, you'll get a bad grade. Practicality, they don't test you on practicality. Practicality is when you can take something and think it through and make it work, but they don't test you on that. You don't get a grade for being able to be hands-on practicality. So any of you guys that have kids out there, remember, if your kid gets a bad grade, doesn't mean it didn't learn something. It meant its memory's not as good, which is a horrible way to test people in schools. Our school systems are a failure in that way because kids get through and they a lot of times they'll push them through because they got bad memories, you know. And if you can't spell, means you probably have a bad memory. A lot of stuff is through memorization, you know. And if you got a good memory, you'll probably succeed better in the world because you get rewarded for a good memory, and you get penalized if you have a bad memory. So once in a while, somebody that's hands-on, they will recognize that car lighter.
Think about math. The new math, it's not based on memory. The old math, it was based on memory. We had to memorize our multiplication tables. Remember that?
Yeah.
And Bob is good at math, so that's not a problem for him. I was not good at math. It was hard for me.
Because math makes sense.
Makes sense. But you memorize the multiplication tables and your addition, subtraction, so that's what it was. But now, it makes no sense whatsoever.
Well, the thing about a math, you don't even have to memorize it because you have a built-in calculator. It's called your fingers, you know. You take 2 plus 2 and 2. Now you got 4 fingers up, so you got a built-in calculator, you know. And Tammy said she never got the old math, and I said, no, I'm great at math because it's common sense stuff because you can do it, but English and spelling doesn't make sense because they have all these wrong. Oh, Jeff said I'll be right back. Okay, see you in a second, Jeff. The English and spelling, like say A before E and all this crap and nouns and verbs, which stupidity. it doesn't. It's not common sense stuff. You've got to remember all these rules in order to spell it or pronounce it or whatever. So that's why people who aren't good in spelling in English, they don't have a good memory. You know, that's the problem. And who cares if you spell it a different way? Tammy says my teacher in high school made me sign a piece of paper. She would pass me in algebra if I promised not to take math again. Good idea. I would have signed it. I'd sign it. I won't take it again. I promise. I promise I won't take it again. You know?
I never even took algebra. That tells you there. I just did general math and I was done.
Well, I went to high school the second year, 9th, 10th grade. I started 10th grade, and you know, they started some of this crap they was trying to teach. That's a true story. That's cool. I love it. But yeah, I went the first 6 weeks school, got report card. I was failing. You know, they had a bunch of crap in English and this stuff, and I was failing it. And at that point, you know, I had been working out on the farm and stuff, and I was basically figuring, you know, I'm wasting my time sitting at this desk in this stupid ass school, not learning nothing. And so I went down personally, you know, I'm going to quit. You know, it's like, this is just a waste of time. And well, then they had the vocational school, which usually you don't go in until 11th grade. But they said, well, you know, we can send you over there, and you can get in this program called OWE, Occupational Work Experience. And what you can do, you go to school half a day, and you go out and work the other half. And I go, well, they talked me into that, so I went, you know, and I went over to the vocational school and did the OWE program, and it was watered down stuff. We go to school and learn Dick and Jane and Spot and all that stuff, you know. It was basically still a waste of time because we weren't really learning nothing more than you already knew on it, but yet we could get out of school and not sit there all day wasting time and go out and work and make money, you know. And so that's what I did. I worked on the farm, and then I moved up and got a grocery store job, and you know, got where I was actually making some money instead of wasting my time sitting at a desk, you know. English came easy to me, Tammy said, but I hated school. I graduated by a fluke. I went to a beauty school, which meant only went to school half a day, so that's cool. You know, that's cool. A lot of kids they don't need it, you know.
That sounds like a vocational school.
It does sound like a vocational school. You know, a lot of kids don't need that high school diploma. They put way too much emphasis on, you know, bachelor degree, all that crap. You don't need it, you know. What you need is to be able to do the job and do it good. And so many people have different ways that they can do stuff. I mean, I'm a computer whiz. I don't know whiz, but I know my way around a computer, and that's the type of job I should have had because not much stumps me on it. And I would never been able to get that job because I didn't have the piece of paper that I went to a college that teaches you nothing. But I got the piece of paper, so I get the job. And a lot of the people who have those jobs don't know as much as I do about it. Not bragging, it's just facts, you know. And I've known people that went to school for that, and I'll show them how to do things on the computer because they don't know, you know. And that's what I'm against, you know. You should be rewarded by what you can do, not because you spent all these thousands of dollars and went to a school, you know. Because I think the whole society needs to change in that way because it's wrong. It's just totally wrong. And don't put the emphasis on it's what you can do. So Tammy said, I agree. School is different now. No school. I don't do hair for over 20 years. My thing, so but I had to put it on the end to it. So Tammy no longer did hair, but it's something you could fall back out on if you needed to. You could do hair if you needed to do that, you know. So you have that skill that you can do, you know. And Jeff said he agreed. You know, I mean, these are my opinion. A lot of people might not have the same opinion, and you know, I had this theory the other day. You know, school's starting up again, and so, well, we haven't had any school shootings. Well, because school hasn't been in session, you know. And you know, it's a sad fact, but soon it's going to happen again. there's going to be another school shooting. You know, that's very sad, but it's going to happen. And they're trying to figure out how to secure. They're putting armed people in schools, and they're doing this and that, which won't work on it. And my solution was, you know, we pay all these taxes. I pay an enormous amount of taxes in my property for these schools, and there's a lot of waste. Sports does not need to be in school. If you want to play sports, you should pay for that. But my solution is get rid of schools, and everybody that has kids will be required to homeschool their kids. And what will happen, we'll continue with I think homeschooling is great if you can manage it. Yeah, well, what my theory is, what will happen, we'll continue to pay our taxes like we are now, same rates. But we're going to tear down all these schools. We're going to get rid of football fields and basketball courts, and we're going to get rid of the schools and teachers. And then you'll be required, if you have a child, your requirement will be you homeschool your child. Now, obviously, I can't afford it. Well, what we're going to do is you'll be paid. That all that money that they wasted on schools all these years will be in a big fund. And when you have a child, whether it's the mother or father that does the homeschooling, you will be paid, and they'll have a curriculum that you set up and you homeschool your kids, and you'll get a wage for homeschooling your kids. This wage came from the money they wasted on the schools, because schools won't exist anymore. Now, you're going to eliminate a lot of problems. You're going to eliminate, there won't be school shootings because there won't be no schools to have the shootings in. You won't have bullying, which happens in school, tremendously amount of bullying, and so that'll be gone. Now, some people will say they don't get to socialize. Well, you still need to take your kids out and socialize them, you know. But to me, this would handle so many problems that these politics idiots that out there, you know, politics are idiots, you know, idiots, they're everywhere. You know, so, but that would handle that. And this way, the family income would be subsidized because the mother would earn income by taking care of her own kids, you know. Tanny says, then there are events for socialization. Yeah, I mean, you can set up things for socialization. This is my idea. This is how it works. It would work. It definitely would work, you know. They'll never do it, you know. And just saying, who cares about your children than you? Right. See, your own children, you are going to care that they learn and you're teaching them stuff, you know. Tanny said there were places we could go when we were kids. Yeah, there's places you can go out and socialize, you know. There's things they can do. And if you want to play a sport, you know, there's a fee you pay and you play that sport. It's your choice. It's not coming out of my pocket. I don't like sports. Everybody knows that. It's around me much. I just don't like sports. Well, I don't have to pay for that for all these kids that play these sports. If the person wants to spend their money to play that, they can play that, you know. But everybody doesn't have to pay for it. So, you know, that's my thing. This is a world according to Bob. It'll never happen, but that was my thought the other day, you know. I think it would happen. I think it would work. So let's just... it'd be good if the government would listen to people and come with these ideas. You know something? I think that might work, you know. It says we don't care for it either at our house. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you want to watch sports, it's fine, you know. I don't care nothing about it, and don't presume everybody else likes sports because you do.
And that's what you say. Don't ram it down your throat.
Don't ram it down my throat, you know. I've lost all interest in sports. And, you know, the only sport I really followed was racing. And, you know, of course, the big one's NASCAR. I couldn't care less to watch NASCAR anymore because it's a bunch of crap. And so I don't care about it, you know. But, yeah, that's one thing to remember, though. If you're into sports, if you're a football fan, don't presume everybody else likes it, because not everybody does. Somebody will start talking about sports, and I'll go, I'm sorry, but I don't have a clue what you're talking about, because I don't even like it. You know, it's like, enjoy it, but I don't have nothing to do with it. Don't shove it in me, you know, because I don't care. Same with if I talk to you about racing. If you say, you know, you don't like racing, that's fine. But that's something I always did, and I don't do it much anymore on it. So, yeah, Tammy said she always liked to go to the race. I mean, I kind of grew up that way. A lot of things...
Do you have a picture of you in your race car?
Oh, I'd have to dig it up, you know. A lot of things... are how you were brought up. My family weren't into sports. We did go to the races and stuff as kids. So a lot of it has to do with how you're brought up, what you enjoy and what you don't enjoy. And it's okay if you don't, enjoy certain, just because everybody else likes it. Somebody go, oh, you're from Ohio, Cleveland Browns? I don't know. I don't give a shit about no Cleveland Browns. I don't care about Florida Gators either, It's just a damn school sport. I don't care about it, So, anyways. Now, Tammy, I kind of took a Tammy liked fast cars. Fast cars are fun, Oh, anyways, so I think I'm going to get ready to get out of here today.
We can go a little bit longer. Let's see.
Well, I got some stuff. I got stuff to do. So
Bob's got stuff to do.
I got stuff to do, and we've been on almost an hour, not quite.
Almost an hour. That's right.
So it's
Maybe we can talk them into doing it tomorrow, and we'll see if Sophie comes back too.
No, see, I don't know. Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah.
We'll see once. So, well, anyway, yeah, I used to hang around. I announced at the racetrack. I was pit steward. I ran a wrecker. I was flagman. I had a race car. Don't go. Please don't go. Hanging onto my foot. It's like, please stay. Please stay. It's good to be popular.
Where else can you go for a good laugh like this?
Yeah. You get all this, what do you call it? All my intelligence? Yeah, my intelligence.
Adoration for Bob. Bob. We love you, Bob.
Oh, that's funny. Jeff says, sorry, have a good day.
Jeff is resigned to the fact.
Jeff resigns like Bob's going to leave now. I do enjoy these chats, and I like coming on here. I like just people stopping by, and then just we say what we want, and everybody's welcome to opinions, and it's fine, I welcome trolls because trolls try to get you upset. They don't upset me, they become my friends, Tammy says we should have one day a week at least set in stone. Well, I thought about that. Tammy's make it too. I thought about that. Bob has places to go and people to see. Yeah, I was thinking about that because a lot of channels will do it Friday, and they usually do it around 6 in the evening on Friday. And I thought about setting up one day a week is our live chat, and I really thought, and then I thought about what's a good time, because time frames, people live on the West Coast. This is way too early for people on the West Coast, and what I've noticed, I'll get people pop in from like England and Australia, and I've had them from China, and because their time factor is different here, so 8 o'clock works for them. And I notice a lot of the larger channels will do it. They do it at 6 p.m. That's their, and most of them do it on Friday. So I would say, because Friday, when everybody else does it, Friday would be a good day not to do it, because that's when everybody else is doing it. And so we'll think about that, and think about.
We'll ask these guys, does morning or afternoon work better?
Well, and same with it. Basically we have our core group here, and what I'd like to do is whatever works best for everybody here. We got Jeff and Tammy and Ron and Denny and me and Sue, and there's several other ones that are popping in, and I would like to figure out what would work best for you guys and what's most convenient for everybody. Yeah, like Tammy said, it's 7 a.m. and it's 8 our time, so see, it's even earlier for Tammy. I'm up early, so that time frame would be okay with me, but a lot of people don't get up like I do, Now, Jeff says both works for him, so, even, so otherwise 6 in the afternoon or evening, or it would work for him as well as this time, so, there's Lincoln. Lincoln stopped by. Glad to see Lincoln. Lincoln will pop on there and just show his support. Good to see you this morning, Lincoln. How's everything in Lincoln Land? It's like, I'm glad to see him come by. And Lincoln, what we're talking about here is maybe setting up a one day a week would be our normal, and we might do a few other times pop in randomly, but do a live chat, what works best for everybody. maybe the best way to do that is if you're watching it now or watching it later, put in the chat section or in the comments section below, leave me a comment saying what time is best for you. You know, what's a good time for you and what day is it good for you, and we can analyze that and see what we can come up with. Ding says, hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, I think everybody's doing good. Tammy had a little computer problem this morning, but she got beyond that. And Tammy says, I'll be here whenever you say. That's so nice of you, Tammy. It's like, I'm glad it's like our devoted subscribers. So anyways, let's analyze that. And yeah, me too. See, Jeff and Tammy's one of mine. Ron's always there, you know. Of course, he's my brother. He's going to be there. Bob rules.
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
What's that song?
Isn't that a Michael Jackson song? Yeah. So anyways, we'll analyze that. And I've been kind of thinking of that, you know, at least we'll do maybe a rock solid one day, certain time, certain day, and that's what we'll go by. And see how that works out once. So we'll check into it. Oh, Lincoln says I'm not usually up this early, and see, that's what we're talking about. Lincoln is like, I'm trying to find a good time that fits most people. Just because
Where do you live, Lincoln?
Yeah, I'm an early bird, and so I'm always up early, and that's why I started this chat at this time. I started doing it at 6 o'clock. Oh, I like that. 2020. Tammy said she'll sing with you. I don't sing much.
I used to do karaoke, Tammy. I'm not a great singer, but I had lots of fun, and that's the key. I would get up there and just laugh and have a good time.
See, I seen a thing the other day. It's like, you never want to sing in the shower, because when you sing in the shower, it leads to dancing, and dancing leads to falling down, and falling down leads to the paramedics coming by and seeing you naked. So you never want to sing in the shower. It's just not good. You never want to do that. So if you're singing, sing out of the shower. So just a little thought, a little wisdom.
Thrillsville.
Thrillsville. So like the paramedics comes like, oh no, they don't want to see this. Hey, with that, I think we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Lincoln's from Mississippi. Welcome from Mississippi. But have health issues that keep me from sleeping. Okay, that happens. It's not good.
So I don't know what you've got, but we understand.
I hope that gets fixed up for you, Lincoln, so you can get a good night's sleep.
So you must be in Central Time also, Lincoln. That's Tammy is also. Jeff, are you in Central Time or are you in Eastern Time? I'm not sure.
Tennessee.
He's in Tennessee. I think that's Eastern, but it depends on what part.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, I'm going to think this over and think about maybe we'll make an announcement about we'll do at least once a week. Rock Solid will be here every whatever day at whatever time, and see how it works out. Maybe Central Time. So see, Lincoln's Central Time too. On that's the key, Sue. I love to sing. Bob, you're cracking. I just being me. All right. So anyway, we'll work that.
North Mississippi too.
Oh, North Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, we'll. In fact, maybe I'll pop on and do a couple times checks to see how it shows up. Yeah, Lincoln, you always supported me. I really appreciate it. I've got some great subscribers out there, and just it's good to have good subscribers. You build your channel up and find people there. They're good. They stand behind you, and you do appreciate it.
Maybe we need to have a crawdad boil, whatever they call it, a Mississippi, Louisiana boil.
I love crawfish. Crawfish is good. All right. So, guys, like I said, maybe 5 minutes outside of Memphis. So, we'll do that. Maybe I'll do a test one. Try one like 5-6 o'clock in the afternoon. See how that works out, just to see what shows up. Do a few tests, then we'll get one maybe rock solid. So, all right, we're gonna get out of here. Everybody have a good Thursday. It's sunny here now, and I think it's gonna stay dry today. And we'll be coming back on again soon. It's like then if you're not subscribe, hit subscribe, hit the little bell at the top. That'll notify you when I've gone live or put up any other videos on it. If you're watching this later on, any comments, leave it in the comments section there, and we'll address them the next time we come on. So everybody have a great Thursday, and we'll see you again soon.